Your physical results, your payouts, the withdrawals, seeing some sort of return on your investment from your trading, it's not going to happen. And you won't see anything until you realize this. You need to understand that your physical results as a trader is on a spectrum, right? And at the very start of your journey as a trader, you're going to be on one side of the spectrum where you're going to be losing most of the time, if not all the time. And your aim is to get to the other side where you're winning most of the time. And it's along that journey and around halfway into it or just before halfway into it when you begin to realize that it's not going to be just one thing which is going to make you switch from being losing all the time to consistently winning. You could say that you're maturing as a person and as a trader when you realize that it's not going to be just one thing or one click that's going to make you switch from being a losing trader into a consistently profitable trader, but it's actually going to be an accumulation of clicks. And it's through these many number of clicks which is actually going to be making you move from that one side of the spectrum along the way to the other side. And so your physical results literally won't come until you realize this, as well as numerous of other things which I've spoken about on my channel before. But having the realization that trading is actually more complex than you think, if you undervalue or undermine or underestimate, whatever word applies the best, if you do that to trading, then you're going to be in for a massive shock. Because as I said, it's not just one click or one thing which is going to make you go from losing to winning. But it's actually going to be many things that you learn across your journey. And because of that, you then transition smoothly from going from losing most of the time to losing some of the time to winning sometimes and then winning most of the time. And you can say that you're becoming more mature as a person when you realize that you have a lot of things to go through, many clicks to experience and understand to get from losing most of the time to winning most of the time. And just as I've realized this year, is that it's going to take a lot of the dog's work. And the dog's work is kind of a British term to say that there is going to be a lot of hard work. I think Americans would say you're in the trenches, right? And the dog's work, or being in the trenches, is the background progress that you do as a person and therefore as a trader. Because you can't get the physical results, the real, consistent physical results, until you're doing the progress as a person, right? So until you do the background progress, or the dog's work, or being in the trenches, you can't expect to see physical results come before that, because the physical results will be a byproduct of the background work that you do. It won't just be as simple as learning the technicals and then you apply it to the live markets and you start making money. I wish it was as simple as that, but unfortunately it's not. And I feel like everyone has to go through this at some point, this same realization. And in me making this video, hopefully I'm highlighting to you guys who are also ill-informed right now, and or people who are at the start of their journey or are still going through their journey, that this realization is what you're going to have at some point too. And that I hope that this video helps highlight that to you as early as possible, because the earlier you understand this, the quicker that you might be able to start then seeing the byproduct of your progress as a human, which is the physical results, the withdrawals, the payouts, the actual return on your investment as a trader. Being in the trenches, you could say, is like you're doing a lot of work without actually seeing any physical results. And this is what you have to be able to prove to yourself when wanting to be able to do anything in life, really. Doing the work without seeing physical results. Obviously, we aim to do work to try and find physical results. But in doing so, in that process, you develop as a person. And then when you develop as a person and do that background process and achieve that background progress, only then you'll then begin to see the physical results come as a byproduct. The real question we should be asking ourselves is, how long could you go without seeing anything come back as a return on your investment, as a return on your time of trying to get better as a trader? How long could you go without having anything come back? That's the real question we should be asking, because if it's something like 1 or 2 years, then I think you're a bit of a wishful thinker and you've got unrealistic expectations. Because I was like that too. I was thinking I could be the one to do it in the span of just over a year, maybe 2 years. But now I'm currently in my 3rd year as a trader. Seeing progress, seeing the results, but it wasn't a simple process. It was very complex. And I matured very quickly in realizing that when you take this thing serious and realize how complex it is, you have to go through a lot of doing the dog's work or going in the trenches. So this video is kind of for people who were kind of ill-informed and still trying to find their footing when it comes to trading, because at some point when you're doing this work, you kind of want to look up every once in a while and see how much progress and you've made as a trader, right? And I probably plan on making a future video, because I'm making this in December, which is coming up to the end of the year now. I'll make a future video of my own personal reflections and things that I've learned this year, which is mostly going to be what's included in this video too. But this video is mostly for people who are a bit ill-informed. People like me at the start of this year who thought it was going to be a very simple process of knowing the technicals and then applying it and then you make money. If you're someone who thinks like this, then trust me, I guarantee you're going to have a realization like I'm having right now, which is it's going to drag you through trading, and getting the results from trading is going to drag you through these tough times, whether you like it or not, because there's no way around it. So I hope you guys found value in this video, and if you enjoy transparent content like this, then please leave a like on the video and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought and how applicable this was to you. So that just about wraps up this video. So stay happy, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.